Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, August 24, 2016 at 10:29 p.m. Birmingham. And the topic, I did a blog earlier mentioning something's going to happen. I've never seen so many blogs in one day since I've ever watched YouTube and listened to all the speakers, Prophecy in the News, Prophecy Watchers, Skywatch TV, L.A. Marzulli, everyone, Tom Horn, Derek Gilbert, everyone who puts out prophecy the way we want to hear it and learn it, and the knowledge we want to hear and gain and tell ourselves. But besides all that, none of these guys, not one, have said what I probably saw in 3 nights, 3 dozen different. And because I look at the title of the time and the time periods, like if it's 11 minutes, 12 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, saying August the 30th is it. Well, that's not biblical for multiple reasons. I can tell you this, and you probably know, there's nothing that has to happen in order for the rapture of the church to occur. It can happen. That can happen tonight. But the tribulation does not start necessarily at the rapture of the church. I heard a great study by John Hagee and heard it by John. There's another John in Tennessee, and I can't think of his name right now, Ankelberg. But I heard both of them say that, we can have a rapture of a church and the beginning of the tribulation come 20 years later. And I'm not so hung up on the fact that the rapture of the church is tied into the beginning of the final 7 years. I don't believe it is. I really don't. Because of all the things that still have to take place. And then someone puts out a blog. Of course, a lot of them are the same way. But I was reading a lot of the answers or a lot of the comments people were making to a blog that someone had put out about going through the tribulation. And they were given the verses that about people going through punishment. Just hang in there and I give you a crown of life. That is not talking about those who are raptured. This is talking about those who were not raptured. This is talking about the ones who are left behind. And I hate to use the word left behind. That sounds cruel to me, but that's what it is. If you were not raptured, then you're here. And life is going to be very hard. Rather quickly, they will, as quick as they can, try to get things in order. But like America, for example, this country is going to fight. Americans are not about to give this place over to the UN. There's no way, or a New World Order. So you're looking at a continued thing here, like when the Russians went against Afghanistan, they fought for 10 years in the mountains, and finally Russia said, we give up, and walked away. That'll happen here. You don't think Americans would just overnight lay down their guns and say, here we are? No. No way. But during that time is a great opportunity for more people to come to Christ than were raptured at the beginning or raptured prior to the beginning of the tribulation. So you get what I'm saying? There's more people will come to Christ than already has. And hypothetically, 10%, 15% of the people raptured. There may be 25% or 30 or 35 that'll come to Christ during the tribulation because their eyes are opened. They see all the lies now. They see everything that was hidden, that was taken, that was blocked from their view, the threats that was made. They see everything, and they will be starving for words of wisdom. They'll be starving for people who left things behind for them to read, to listen to see. And they'll be coming to Christ by the millions. There'll be more people saved in the first 3.5 years of the tribulation probably than has been saved. And I'm talking about not the world, but I'm talking about, well, you know what? Yes, the world, because the tribulation will hit the world. There'll be a lot of countries that'll fall right in because they'll love it, and they'll love it till they get into it. Then they'll see that it is a prison planet, just like this guy's been yelling for a long, long time. But don't expect, be prepared, but don't expect a rapture of the church on the 30th. You don't know when it's going to happen. The only thing I have to say about that is just don't be caught embarrassed. In case you're raptured, don't be caught with your pants down. Even though you're going to lose your clothes behind, you'll be in a new skin at that time. But there's not going to be anything that will put the world in a tailspin. There may be something that'll put this country in a tailspin, and it may be trying to delay the election, and they may do that. But I still believe 100% that Donald Trump will be elected and he will be the president. Have no doubt about that. None at all. I'll see it. I'll be here and I'll see how things are going, and I'll see how much happier people really are in this country that didn't show it before. And so I think that will happen and take place, and even may see the first whole 4 years of it. I don't believe I will see another 4 years. I believe that because I believe that we can be used in his first tenure, in his first 4 years, as a church to help gather people. But when we are gone, then God will purposely assign the job that we have now to a new group of people to take over. And that's 144,000 male Jew virgins. And the two witnesses. Two witnesses will never leave Jerusalem. I don't think. They may just travel throughout the Middle East and just to piss people off because nobody can hurt them. But the Jews will go out, witness to the world. They will have supernatural knowledge of every language there is, and they'll walk into a place and fluently speak whatever this language is. Doesn't matter if it's a tribe of natives that's never been discovered and deep in the Amazon. When this Jew walks in to witness to him, he will speak their language. And what they're going to do is drop to their knees and treat him as a god. And he's going to say, oh, no, you get up. I got the God for you, but I'm not him. And so that'll be going on. I don't expect anything that's going to shake, rattle, and roll us, but I do expect some sort of shock by the end of this year. I do expect something will happen, but it's something that'll, that may have been talked about, and it'll come, and then people really, it may put them on a different belief level, saying, well, you know what, this happens, so I need to get ready. That's the only thing I'm saying about that. And especially if you claim the Pope says, well, when the aliens get here, I'll just witness to them. Don't let the Pope witness to no one, because he's already telling you that Christ is not the only way to heaven. That's a lie. No one can save you but Christ. No one. There won't be any aliens. There will be a lot of the fallen angel, the watcher angels, come down. And they're mating now. They are doing their DNA business right now. They're making people behind closed doors. They have the green light. They've been doing it for years. They just hadn't had the green light in years. Now that they've got it, all of a sudden, you're going to start seeing a new being introduced. But it's just going to be an enhanced man by the DNA of a watcher. That's all. It's not going to be an alien. And anyway, take that and think about it. But don't expect the sky to fall. Jody with Expoz.